Hey, what's going on? And welcome to the official Facebook page for Large Systems KDG. Of course, all rights are reserved. I do want to take time out to acknowledge Saturday, February the 15th, 2020. That is the 5th year mark for Large Systems KDG. And as we move forward to the year 2025, which we mark our 10th year, we definitely strive to come up with new methods, simplify this lottery to help unlock the cash. Cha-ching. So I do want to give a shout out to people that leave inquiries about doing certain things with Large Systems KDG and all those inquiries. What will happen is the communication via emails, or I will have a phone number coming soon. And with that phone number, you'll be able to leave text for instant message contact. You'll also be able to leave a message. And of course, we can talk directly as time permits to inquire and ask different questions, not only with that inquiry, but other methods that you may see on this page. Of course, you can reach out via email or one of the social media platforms for communication as well. But the phone number and phone line will be up and running as soon as possible. And so we can increase that communication. So stay tuned for that. And I do welcome those inquiries as well. I do want to give a feedback to people that like the page, whether you're on the YouTube platform, Twitter, Instagram, and of course this Facebook platform. And of course the website is definitely coming soon. And on that website, you will also be able to see our copyrights, terms of use, rules and regulations. You'll see that on the tab on there where you can click and read that information as well. And of course, we have some of that information posted on each and every one of our posts that you see on the social media platform. So we do highly encourage that you read that information to make sure you don't inadvertently violate the copyrights. All right, let's move forward here. This information here in some shape or form will be on the Twitter page as an exclusive. This was to be a temporary video, but since I am my own board of directors here at Large Systems KDG, then I have overruled myself and this video will remain on this page. However, again, like I said, a portion of this information will land exclusively on our official Twitter account. And you can also see this on our official website under the tab Us on Twitter. And so this is off an original post that's on the official Facebook page. And it's about Georgia's Cash 3. And the post originally stated that in the last 6, max 9 consecutive draws, the state of Georgia is bound to throw a repeat of one of their Cash 3 hits. And one of those repeats should be a straight repeat hit. They have a frequency of doing that in the state of Georgia. And in these 5 years that I've been doing Large Systems KDG, I've been studying the state of Georgia very well. And so I can definitely tell you these are factual statements here. But with this sheet right here, sometimes you can put a post out there and it may not resonate with some. And so we just create this information here so it can really hit home. I do this video to really explain this here to help with some of the inquiries that we may get on some of the information that's seen on here. So this sheet is for the month of February. That's your 2020 is what that stands for as the current year, current month. The 1, 2, 3, 4 is basically when we start tracking the number. This is our first tracked number. This number fell on the 4th of February is how you will read that. So on the 4th of February in the state of Georgia, Georgia dropped this number here, your 762, that fell on the evening draw. All right. On the 4th night draw, they came back with this high repeat number. That's a common phrase here at Large Systems KDG. And this number here has definitely entered into the high repeat number category for our list of information numbers here at Large Systems KDG. And again, this is the 698. Again, that fell on the 4th of February on the night draw. Moving forward on the 5th, this is our third number we tracking. On the 5th day of February, on the midday draw, you had your 079. This number right here is knocking on the door to be a quote unquote high repeat number in the state of Georgia, as this number has not only hit on the 5th, but just recently hit as well on the 10th in the state of Georgia. Again, knocking on the door to be a high repeat number in the state of Georgia. Moving on. The fourth number that we are tracking. This hit on the 5th on the evening, the 5th February evening draw 180. If you've seen the recent videos on Larry Systems KDG Facebook page, you have heard me highlight this 180. This is an 8-way hit. This is a 6-way hit. And it's it's already coined phrase as a high repeat number, and they're not going to change. The only one that get this competition is 016. And that is also already in our coined high repeat number box for numbers that you must play. So again, on the 5th of February, the evening draw kicked out this 180. Would not be surprised to see that come back. This is a classic number, and after studying this information, I realized why we're seeing this 01 pair paired with that 7 a lot than any other pair that you're seeing here. This is that special number here. We're going to put that in a special category. However, this is the 5th number that we are tracking. This fell on the 5th of February on your night draw in the state of Georgia. Moving forward here. On the 6th of February, this is our 6th number that we are tracking here in the consecutive draw. And not to confuse, so let me stop here and say that we're not tracking all midday hits or all evening hits. I'm going straight to 10 consecutive straight draws, midday, evening, night in a row for the state of Georgia. All right, let's pick up where we left off here. Again, this hit here, if you again watch the videos on Larry Systems KDG official Facebook page, I have highlighted this number as the number you will see before you see the Valentine's Day number. And like clockwork, Georgia Lottery comes right in and do what they supposed to do. So on the 6th day of February on your midday draw, this was your hit. Moving forward. On the 6th day of February on the evening draw, they came back with the 289. That's the 7th number we're tracking here. Moving forward. Again, still on the 6th. On the night draw, here's your first repeat here. We got the 726, which, let's go back up here, failed on the 4th. All right, so the point of this, before you even get to 10 distinct draws here, consecutive draws, you will get a repeat by the state of Georgia. Let's slide on down here. Another repeat, 689. Failed February the 7th. This is our 9th number that we're tracking. This failed on the midday. All right, let's slide back over. And this number here failed again on the 4th, on the night draw. Again, we can't even get to 10 draws without the state of Georgia dropping you a repeat. Again, here we go. Another repeat, the 7th of February, and this is our 10th number that we are tracking here. You got a repeat. 289, and you got your 982. All right, let's bring in that other sheet, shall we? Keep it going. We pick up again on the 7th of February, picking up on that night draw. Let's go back to that last sheet so you don't get confused. This was the 7th. This is the evening, and so we continue. This is the 7th of February. This is the night draw. You got your 045. Moving on. On the 8th of February, which is the midday, she finally dropped that 39 pair and paired that with a 0 for your midday hit. She came back with this classic high repeat number, coin phrase here at Larry Systems KDG, D090-900, if you will, which is a classic repeat number in the state of Georgia. They really love throwing this number, so I anticipate to fall again. The only number I would mirror here would be a 4-5 for that 4-5 pair to come back. Let's move forward here. Again, if you watched the YouTube video and then came back and watched the Facebook video about this Valentine's Day number, it's also on the website. Again, I highlight that you will see this and that 921 as a repeat number hitting before the Valentine's Day number of 214. And again, like clockwork, Georgia Lottery come on through and do what they're supposed to do. And again, like I said previously, the only thing that rivals this here, that 180, is this 610. These are only two that rival each other as far as being high repeat numbers. These two you can bank on like clockwork. So I'm not surprised to see that, and I'm not surprised to see it if it show up again. Here's another one that's knocking on the door, is that 069. And this fell on the 9th of February here. So you got your 609. This is the sixth number that we're tracking. And this fell on the 9th on your evening draw for the state of Georgia. She came back. We already got the 911 in the state of Georgia. So it's quite natural you come back and get the 411, which is a one-digit mirror here. And it should have been that straight hit repeat that I was talking about. But they threw the mirror in there to kind of throw you off. But we understand what's really going on here. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that split come. The split double is that 416. Maybe even go down one digit, 316. Not surprised as well. And so we get this here on the 10th of February. We get the 851 that hit the midday. This is the 8th number that we're tracking. Again on the 10th, on your evening draw, you got the 855. That's the 9th number. And of course, you get another repeat before we get to the 10 draw max. And you get another repeat of the 970, which already hits. And again, like I said, knocking on that door to be a high repeat number in the state of Georgia. So again, you will see this track here. The point of this is really goes back to the poll question that we put on this page. We asked visitors and people that like the page, what is your favorite game? The favorite game of choice seems to be Cash 3. And so we highlight this game with different little worksheets like this that you can really just track and see how frequently the number is hitting here. And so what we see here, the state of Georgia, within 10 draws or 20 draws, you're bound to get at least a repeat. I'm looking for a straight repeat hit to hit soon. And some of these numbers are definitely due. Like the 315 is definitely due to fall in the state of Georgia. The 406 is due to fall in the state of Georgia. The 420 is due to fall in the state of Georgia. And so these are hits that you can highlight on. I just gave you the two numbers in the previous video leading up to the Valentine's Day. If she's not going to throw that 214 before Valentine's Day, make no mistake, that number will come after Valentine's Day to catch people slipping. So don't slip. Just be patient and be ready to unlock that cash. So again, this particular worksheet like this would be exclusively on the Twitter page or a variation of that. And you will see this also on our official website under the tab Us on Twitter. That's it for Lotto Systems KDG. Of course, all rights are reserved. Let's get it.